I'm gonna roll it. All right. And we're live.
What's up?
Are we live? We are live. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody out there. Early. But, man, I'm feeling festive. Alex?
I'm doing well.
Good. I'm Mike Davis. This is Alex Timms. He's the producer of the Dale Jr. Download. And we're going to have another individual show up here in just a second. Jason Schultz, formerly the producer of Door Bumper Clear, now the new head of social media for Dirty Mo Media. And he's doing his job. He's social media.
Doing a good job.
Right. I don't know, did we ever publicly announce what Jason Schultz's career plans are here?
He kind of did on DVC.
Yeah, he did. That's right. He did. So that was his last official show with Door Bumper Clear, and he's actually, growing up a little bit. That's nice. So we have not done a Dirty Mo Live in 2 weeks. I was eager to get on here. I really wanted to just check in with our loyal YouTube fans and our loyal podcast listeners. I hope everybody out there is doing fantastic. We've been having a lot of conversations on Twitter and everything, just checking in on people. I know that there's been a lot of people saying they missed the download.
Yeah, they do.
We're gearing up, man. Mm-hmm. We are loading up again for 2023 of the Dale Jr. Download. Been really kind of getting after it, and we're going to continue doing that in the off season. Also got some new shows we're working on. Man, do I want to announce that right now. I'm not going to. Can't do it. It's too big to announce this way. We've got some new shows coming out. I'm just telling you, I'm pumped. I am pumped. I'm so excited about them. Working hard on them, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you keep a secret? Do I have to worry about you?
No.
I know that if anybody follows Alex Timms on his social media, he gets out. He's a socialite. He's sort of like, Paris Hilton. A little bit like Nicole Richie.
I like to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't know who those people
Little
are.
Kardashian in him.
Yeah.
You could pass as a Kardashian.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like a Rob Kardashian?
Is that his name?
That's the dad and the son.
I was thinking more like Caitlyn.
Oh, yeah? Good.
She's not a she's not a
that's
Kardashian.
a Jenner, though.
She's a Jenner.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing with you. You could be a Kardashian. You got the look.
Thanks.
You would work out in L.A. You could make it work.
Really?
I
You think
couldn't.
so?
I've gone to L.A. They just chew me up and spit me right back over here to the east and the
East
south.
Coast?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm a Nashville guy. I don't think I'm a LA guy.
I also want to introduce to you guys, we've got Dustin Lee on the board in the producer's room, and we also have our head of content, Tiffany Tiff Powers. Tiffany Tiff, how are you?
What's up, everybody?
She's going to be monitoring the YouTube. Oh, Jason Schultz decided to, right during the Tiff introduction. How rude.
Look at that.
Right.
He wanted us to get the attention back on him and
what
his
a
new
flex.
social rule.
What a flex. How's it, Jason? Are you doing okay?
I'm doing great.
Did that take a little longer than you anticipated?
Well, I want to be creative, do some different stuff.
Gotcha. Good. I like that, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyways, we were introducing Tiff. Tiff's going to be in the YouTube chat. She's going to be explaining to us things that y'all were saying. I love to hear more. I love to hear comments, even if they're not nice. I don't mind. Tiff don't mind. I promise you that.
No, we're good here. We've got people tuning in from Michigan, and I think I saw Florida, Minnesota.
Nice.
And already got a great question. Maybe this is a DBC related question for
Let's hear it.
Jason on the way out.
Let's go right ahead.
He wants to know, in a foot race to the buffet, who would win, Brett or Freddie? You said we were going to go hard here with the questions.
This is a great first question for us.
Race to the buffet, so it's going to be a slow race, but the food's the incentive, so it's like, who's hungrier? I think
There's an extra tenth in there in the motor if they've got a buffet that they're chasing, right?
They've got incentive to run fast. But I really want to see a race between these two because I think that'd be funny, just to see what would happen.
Why have we not done that?
I don't know.
That's 100% true.
Any athletic competition with any of those three would be hilarious.
Just a 40-yard dash, because after that, I don't know how much left they got in the
Boy,
tank.
there's a growing going to be pulled in that one.
Yeah.
I saw Logano race
makes
his
stretches.
crew chief in Nashville or somewhere in Nashville, I think, and Joey beat Paul Wolf as crew chief. I thought that I didn't predict that one.
Joey. got a little.
Neither of
little
them were fast,
athleticism
but
in it.
they sped. But I think Brett would beat Freddie in a race.
Are people
No.
saying who they think would win on the chat, Tiff?
No, I actually haven't seen any predictions yet, but we've got people now checking in from all kinds of areas of the country. Got California, Virginia, that's my home state, some North Carolina, so that's good. People represent at home.
If anyone's in Boston and watched the Celtics win last night, I'd like to hear from them.
And that's crickets. Nobody has been
Yeah.
watching the Celtics.
Best
the
team in the NBA.
Basketball's on right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, so who would win between Brett, Freddie, TJ, and Casey? Don't forget, Casey could go in there and just take them all out. And I don't think a buffet is going to make her. I think she's going to be naturally fast.
Yeah.
Naturally faster than them.
Well, I think she would win most things speed-wise, so I think it should be those three racing
Okay.
and stuff.
Tiff,
Because that'd
you-
be more entertaining.
Tiff, you were about to say something?
Yeah, now we're kind of in a tie between Freddie and Brett in the chat.
On
Seems
on
like
who
we're-
would win?
Yeah, on who would win.
I
Yeah.
think Freddie's a little he's got some sneaky speed.
Let me tell you something about. Don't underestimate TJ. Now TJ. We had this arm wrestling challenge. Like all of a sudden, we went through this phase for about a week or two where all of a sudden we wanted to see who could win arm wrestling, and TJ beat everybody. TJ has some freakish arm strength, and I don't know about speed. I don't know about athleticism. Although he's pretty good on the basketball court.
Is he really?
Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
ago.
10 years ago, but still, he can hold his own. I mean, he's that kind of that little sawed-off kind of guy running all over the place with the, and then he calls fouls on everybody. I mean, it works.
Shocker.
It's his business model on the basketball court, but has some, deceptive athleticism. So I think that if he went in there in a foot race, he probably could pull it out.
Did you see Freddie tweet this morning? He wants to contact HR.
No, why?
Someone on Dirty Mill Media's Twitter posted a video of a seal jumping on his boat in Cabo and said, "Oh, looks like Freddie's having a great time on vacation."
Who would that be?
I don't know. Someone hacked it and got on there and was like, "Oh,
We literally introduced you as the new director of social
I don't
media,
know.
but you're not taking responsibility for it.
it's
so
kind of
like-
going. It's getting some traction." So I
Okay.
will take credit once it's
Wait, were
going
you calling
viral.
Freddie the seal?
Not at all. I was just saying, look, he's having a great time seeing the seal jumping on a boat.
I think a seal is actually kind of
That's
nice.
actually cool. I thought it was just
I-
like the
like-
seals on the boat. That's
like,
cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could have been a whale, right?
Yeah, but it could have been a whale.
I mean, just look at the bright side. It could have been a whale.
Heck yeah.
That's
You're
what
right.
that's what our HR response should be.
That's
Like
it.
it could have been a worse animal.
Oh my gosh! You know what I said? I'm not going to come on here and talk smack to DVC because they get their feelings hurt pretty easily, right? I mean, for people that talk a lot of crap and go at it, they also get pretty sensitive. We know this to be true.
I don't think they're sensitive.
You don't?
Nope.
No. Come on now.
Name a reason they're sensitive.
Something that was said on this very show just a month or so ago got them all up in a upheaval.
What was it?
Something said.
No examples, no proof,
I got proof. I got
no
examples.
receipts.
Yeah, I got receipts. That's all right. They're all right. Look at Brett. Look, hey, okay. Let's measure it on blocked people per capita.
That's on his Twitter though, not DVC.
I didn't say where they're sensitive. I just said they're sensitive.
Brett's just trying to keep his timeline cleansed
He's trying to keep it cleansed.
of everything he doesn't like. Clemson fans.
Cleansed. Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough about DVC. We've already exhausted our DVC conversation for today. Although they did come out with a new show, right? They
Christmas
came out with
episode,
A
out
Christmas
now.
episode. I actually love Christmas episodes for Door Bumper Clear. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. It's out right now. Good. Kind of your official exit.
Yes, that is true. So we did. They got really drunk and swore the whole time. Not like that's different than any other show, but
Right.
it was a nice, send off. Tyler Reddick was on as well.
Did you get a little emotional?
No,
Was it a little emotional? I mean,
Uh,
you've spent a lot of time and a lot of emotional energy on this show.
a lot of emotional energy. That's a good point.
Yeah.
You choked up a bit.
Uh,
It sounded like you did.
I did. I don't know. I was too drunk by that point. Everyone was drinking on the show. Even Casey, just to prove she's not pregnant or anything. She was like, "I'm gonna have a beer." I'm like, "Good for you."
To prove that she's got to drink every week to prove she's not pregnant.
Well, they'll claim if she doesn't drink something. So that was funny.
All right.
But it was a great show. I felt the content was great. So it was a great way to exit.
Why should people go listen to that if they haven't already?
Tyler Reddick is probably my favorite driver we have on. He's been on like 4 times now
Yeah.
because he's a fan of the show. First of all, he listens every week. He has
Right.
for years. He loves the content and he loves that kind of show. And so he comes on and gets the jokes, understands the humor, plays into it, and he's just a funny guy, great driver. Got a great deal coming up at 2311. Talks about transition from RCR, says some stuff that's interesting. Talks about his boss, Denny Hamlin. So he's on the Denny's great train. At one point, he said, "Denny, please don't fire me for something he said on the show." So you'll have to go find out what he said that Denny may not
There you
necessarily
go.
like.
Boy, that's well said there, Jason. Well said.
It's a great content.
You know, they always, in the past, they've complained about not being pinned on Twitter, like their show not being pinned. Are you going to change the policy on that?
To be determined, but I
Okay.
think it'd be funnier to not
Yeah.
continue to not do
Thank
it.
you. Don't you have to earn the pin? And don't you have to, if you're going to earn the pin, it has to be not by bullying tactics or, crying, whining.
So we shouldn't reward crying. I think that's a bad strategy.
That's a bad strategy. It's a bad strategy in parenting, and this feels a lot like parenting a lot of times. Does it not?
Babysitting.
Babysitting,
Babysitting,
as TJ would
right,
say.
right. You can't reward bad behavior.
No.
So if they could, I wonder what they have to do to earn a pin.
I don't know. Win a race.
Win a race.
Bubba, I guess Freddie and
Yeah.
Bubba are the only ones to win a race this year. Brett also shared some big news about his 2023 plans.
Oh, see, that's interesting.
So-
yeah.
Not saying he may not have the best chance to win a race next year, but
Was Reaction Theater good?
oh, so we played the best songs. You know how we love the songs on DBC Reaction
Love the
Theater.
songs. They're amazing.
And I was thinking back, like last year's Reaction Theater brought it back from its days on the download. I thought it was great. But then listen to the songs we got this year. I felt like this year kicked last year's out of the park.
Yeah.
Like the songs were so awesome. Especially my favorite was the Dear Denny song when Denny
Yeah.
came on and they talked about his haters and how he sucks and all that stuff. And he was all about that. Did a fireball shot afterwards. It was a big celebration.
That's amazing. That's amazing. They took a shot of Fireball. That's so original. I didn't know they had that in them.
Guess how many TJ did?
0.
No.
Oh, he did one at least, right?
Did 1? 4.
4.
He did 4 Fireball shots.
Tyler brought a candy cane to Fireball, and it was gone by the end of the show. It had at least had like 20 Fireball shots in there.
That was a funny video clip of the candy cane with Tyler Reddick. Is that what you're talking about? Like
That too.
Yeah, that too. Okay, it's a good week. Good week. I love the Christmas episode of Door Bumper Clear. By the way, speaking of Christmas, I think I want to do something that I wasn't planning on doing. I got y'all Christmas presents.
Oh.
Did y'all know that?
What would you
No.
like, Alex?
Case of beer.
I wanted to win a prize yesterday for
Yeah.
JRM. I didn't win anything.
I'm
Oh,
texting Wendy right now upstairs. I'm going to say, bring the Christmas presents. I was actually going to give this to you guys later in the week, but I think I'm going to hand them to you now.
Okay.
I'm feeling festive.
Nice.
I'm feeling generous and giving.
I have no idea what this could be.
Somebody in the chat said you're handing out pink slips to all of us.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Start
I mean,
Christmas break early.
Yeah, no, I think I'm going to give you the Christmas presents now. They're legit presents. It's not like a gag gift.
Really?
Yeah.
Trip to Las Vegas.
You might get that anyway.
Oh, great.
You might get that anyway. Because we are going to go do an ultimate experience. I want to talk about that here in a second. The ultimate experience we announced this week, March 5th, Las Vegas. Going to be amazing. Year 2 of the ultimate experience. We're going to talk about that. In fact, I want to call somebody live on this show. But first, I want to give you your Christmas presents.
All right.
Do you think you know what it is?
No idea.
I think it's all right. I'll give you a hint. It's something you especially can use. You especially. In fact, when I came up with this idea, I had you in my mind.
Doors
here we go.
opening.
There it is.
Here comes
bag.
Wendy Claus. Come on, Wendy. No, Wendy, you can hand them out.
There's a lot. There's
You want me to hand them out?
I get this.
I don't get it. What is it?
Oh, this is sweet.
blanket?
These aren't
These
gag
are
gifts, though.
Sweet. Yeah. Oh, they say Dirty Mo Media on them.
Yeah, show them. Yeah, take it out.
Blankets.
I got some for everybody. James, you get a blanket to go with your new deep fryer.
Look at this. This is
A
sweet.
blanket and a deep fryer.
That's a good
What
week.
a week for James.
And Dustin here won $1,000 at the company deal, and so he
yeah.
gets. So I've got. Well, hold on. We got to give Dustin and Tiff their blankets. Are they soft?
They're soft.
They're amazing,
This
right?
is perfect for Jason. He loves blankets.
It happens to be -5 degrees in the office at all times.
Exactly.
So it's like,
I shared an office with him for a year and a half. It was 85 degrees in that office.
well,
every
because
day.
we could control the heat there. I love that.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Tiff, does this look bad on camera that I'm wrapped up in a blanket?
I'll allow it, I think.
I think it's okay.
I just want to make sure it doesn't look bad.
Look,
I mean, you've got the Dirty Mo logo out.
Yeah,
so
show the
I
embroidery.
approve.
Perfect.
Alex is still trying to figure out what's up and what's down.
Oh, I did it backwards.
Part of me thought this was a gift for the recording of the download, since we have
Yeah.
it's always super chilly in here.
It is awfully cold.
Yeah.
Like in our building, we never get it right. It's either hot or it's cold, but it's never just right. And so Jason here. Now listen, no shame in his game, man. If it's cold, he's bringing the Snuggie. He's breaking it out. I don't mind it, man.
There was a
But you
joke-
got to be branded. That's
Oh,
what I'm trying to say.
All right, I can be branded in a blanket. During the when we did the Zoom shows from home during 2020, I would always have a heated blanket, and that became a joke. And they loved to make fun of me for wearing a heated blanket on our show.
Last year, I got you guys the T-shirts from the Super
Oh, yeah.
70 store. I never saw you wear it.
You got to look professional in the office.
All right.
Sweatshirt and t-shirt.
Says the man with the
Yeah.
blanket right now. Tiff, what do you think?
I like it.
Do you?
You know, I'm always cold, so I'll take a blanket. It's
Dustin?
freezing in this office.
I love it. I'm gonna take it camping with me.
It's good for camping.
camping
It's good for anything, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Thank
chat's
you.
asking if they're available at the gift shop, which I don't think they are yet, but there's an idea.
There's not. I did. Y'all will be shocked to hear this. I didn't think through that all the way. I just had this urge to give y'all your Christmas presents live on Dirty Mo Live. So, no, I think that if enough people committed to buying one, we could put it in the store.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we need testimonials, especially Jason, who's already putting it to use.
It's
what's it
nice.
like?
I like the inside, the fluffy on the inside.
What's that called? Is it just called fluffy?
Fluffy. The
Fleece.
white's the inside. Is it that's what it's
Fleece?
called? I don't know how things
He just
are
knows the
worded.
hip term, fleece.
I don't really know words.
That's
Just describe the feeling.
That's an actual lamb that I harvested just yesterday.
Oh, just yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the tail of a deer.
It's a tail of a deer. Right. No, it's not. It's I guess it's just fleece. It's just fleecy.
I like it.
Is that right, Tiff?
Fur.
Yeah, I
We'll go with that.
think that sounds good.
Fur.
Oh, somebody on the chat's helping us out. They said Sherpa lined.
Sherpa.
That
What
sounds
is that?
much more
That's
professional than what we were coming
That's
up with.
exactly what it is. Well
Thanks.
done. Thank you, chat.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's a Sherpa blanket.
See, what's weird about North Carolina is like it gets cold, you think you need a bunch of sweatshirts and pants and blankets and stuff, and then it gets warm like 2 months later. So I'm like, I bought a bunch of sweatshirts recently. I'm like, I'm only gonna wear these for like 3 months, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna be too warm to do it.
Brett W calls it the old Dirty Mo throw.
Okay. Okay, we can go with that. By the way, I got Dale Jr. one of these too. I think he'll like it.
Yeah.
Make it proud. You got the brand.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying they would buy one, so I feel
Is
pretty
that
good
right?
about it. Yeah.
Okay, here's the next question, Tiff. How much would they spend on it?
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's
How much
see.
is that worth to people in the chat? I'm not saying it's going to influence how much we charge for them, but I'm just saying, what would people spend on it? Jason, how much would you spend on it?
Well, I'm kind of not liking to spend money unless it's on alcohol, so
Good grief,
I would
boy.
probably deal with the blankets. I would deal being cold to have $30 more.
You're going to
to
need that when
buy
you have to
alcohol.
dry out and rehab. Oh, well.
We've got a variety of price ranges everywhere from $10 all the way up to $1,000. So,
$1,000 blanket.
Sounds good.
$1,000 blanket, right?
Available
mean, if-
now.
If we have one person that says they'll buy it for $1,000, that's really all we need, right?
I think that's
We'll call it a good day.
Yeah, I
We
think
made
so.
$1,000 in blankets.
Yeah.
I would have used it after our Christmas party on Saturday. I fell asleep without a blanket on. I was like, may have been a little intoxicated, but
I saw the pictures. So I was at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
We had the company Christmas party the other day. And Jason was there with Ben,
Yep.
our Speed Street producer. And y'all were also roommates. And y'all have like 17 people that all live in that apartment.
yeah,
It's
that's
interesting.
a good point.
But then I saw pictures on Facebook the next day from Ryan Dextrays Where the hell did y'all go?
Did you see the picture, Alex?
No, I didn't
I'll
see
show
it.
you. Saeed's,
Y'all were at Saeed's.
the local establishment.
Okay. And any good stories you want to tell us right now?
Do I remember much of it?
Do you not?
Not some of it.
Oh,
Uh,
Jason, you do
let me
not
see.
look sober. Oh my gosh.
Not to go. Well, I guess it's on the internet already, but I don't think anyone else needs to see it.
Jason is absolutely gone. I mean, he is wasted.
That is no one's home.
He's glassy eyed.
James, we're not showing it on
Right.
camera.
Zoom in on that.
You look
please.
like the deer that I shot just
Oh, really?
with a bow. Yeah, it was
Similar
a bow.
eyes.
Just kind of like glassy, like you're not there. You're gone.
Not there.
Right.
Look at Taylor and Leah are there too. Would you expect?
Oh,
them
here
to
we
go
go.
out?
Let's get a zoom.
They
on
look.
that.
They look
Yeah,
coherent.
they were sober. There's a few drivers in that.
How do we do this, James?
Zoom in on that.
I guess it's already on the internet.
How do we do this?
All right,
There's
here we
a
go.
few drivers in there. Can you spot the drivers?
I'm gonna get Ben in there too. So Ben is the one that looks happy, way too happy. Can you see that, James?
So if you listen to Door Bumper Clear, they talk about Saeed's a lot. That's like the place people end up. So I'm like, gotta go try it out, see what's going on.
That was your first time at Saeed's?
Second time, actually. Alex and I,
I took
went.
him for the first time.
last
Okay. year.
I taught him how to play pool
All right.
there too.
You good there?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
haven't played pool since, but
We should post this to our social media, and people can tell us what Jason looks like.
that's already on the internet.
Is it on there?
Yeah.
Well done, man. Well done. This is the kind of look that I want out of our new
Yeah.
social media directors there.
There's a couple of drivers in that picture too. It's funny.
We talked about Ultimate Experience a little bit. I want to say I'm super pumped about this because in 2022, this past year, we tried something out that a lot of people didn't even think would be possible, and that is us selling tickets to a VIP suite at a race, and that people would show up. Well, not only did they show up, but we were selling these things out like in a couple days. The first one in Vegas was a couple days. The Bristol one went out in a few hours, and we ended up adding in probably 20, 30 seats, getting a bigger suite. So we just recently put out that we've got a page. You can buy tickets right now. Go to dirtymomedia.com
/Ultimate Experience.
/Ultimate Experience, or just go to dirtymomedia.com and you can see the Ultimate Experience tab right there. Go click into it, and you can get all the details. Not cheap. I ain't going to lie. I shoot you straight. It's not cheap. But it is absolutely value-packed. And if you do all the math and you add up everything that you end up getting during this day and in this experience, it is absolutely a fantastic value. And I have learned something about others and about us through the 3 events that we've done so far. Number one is I have not found a better mechanism in which we can engage with our fans, like literally get to know them. I would have lost that bet. I wouldn't have known that. I have enjoyed. We've become friends with a lot of them.
Yeah.
We've really become friends. Like I know them. I know when they are sick now. I know. We have really found friendships through this thing, and we've done 3 events. So that's one thing. Now, I'm not saying that we're charging money for friendships. I know that's what it could seem like, but I'm just saying these are one of the things that I didn't see coming. Go
It's
ahead.
a way to get to know our fans and interact with them. That's not just saying hey at a racetrack. It's literally
Right.
spend a whole day with them in a suite watching a race together.
And that's not to say that you have to talk to us either. I mean, like
Yeah.
there's been a few that just, hey, they just want to watch the race. That's fine. You get to come, you get to do whatever it is you want to do, but you get to do it in luxury. Like you are fed. I mean, at the buffet, you got so much to eat, so much to drink, if that's your thing. We make sure you are your thirst is quenched in our suite. We offer entertainment. We offer a lot of swag and prizes, and also just your race experience is top of the line. You get a radio headset. You can listen to scanners. You've got the televisions in front of you. You've got a bathroom that's accessible. Most people say that's the most important part.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Like
It's usually at any sporting event.
you're right.
Yeah.
A clean bathroom that's right there. You don't have to stand in line, and you don't have to worry about what in the hell kind of science experiment is going on.
Oh, yeah.
Any of that stuff, it's top of the line, and that there are people that literally said you don't even want to know how much I'd pay just for that access at a race or any sporting event, like you said.
Especially right now, like the lines for food and drinks are always crazy long. You miss half a stage or half a quarter of a game, and you got to wait in line for the bathroom all the time. So
Right.
just having that completely accessible at any moment you want it, that's worth it.
The other thing that we've learned is that there have been return customers, repeat customers. And we went, so what did we do? One of the things that our customers at Bristol and Charlotte last year said is that, hey, when you guys do this again, we got to know. We got to know, like, how do we get a break? These tickets are in high demand, so how do we get an advance notice? Well, I gave them a few days advance notice, and we had, before this thing even went live, we already had, quite a few people buying tickets. I want to call one of them. I want to call a guy named Matt, who is a return buyer. He was at Bristol last year. Were either y'all, who was at
We
Bristol?
were at Bristol, yeah.
Okay. Matt Yost is his name, and I noticed that he bought a ticket for this upcoming March at Las Vegas. Again, you can go to dirtymomedia.com to do this and get in on it. Once they're sold out, they are gone. It's very unlikely in this case that we would be able to go to a bigger suite. So there is a demand for them. I think there's only 60 seats, and I probably like 15 of them are gone already. I think it's actually more than that now. I mean, so those things are going to go. If you're looking for a last-minute Christmas present, I mean, it's a trip to Vegas. It's not going to suck, right? It's a Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The race last year was fantastic. But,
Yeah.
Dustin, do you think we can try to get Matt on the line?
Let's do it.
While we're working on Matt, you had some chat requests for the ultimate experience to go to Indy, Wilkesboro,
Hello.
Sonoma. Here we go.
We got Matt online. Matt, is that you?
It is.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how you doing?
It's Mike here. You got Alex Timms, you got Jason Schultz, you got Dustin Lee and Tiff Powers in the producer room. We just wanted to check in with you because I noticed you bought a ticket to our Ultimate Experience in March. Is that true?
That is 100% true.
Good, because it would be very awkward in this case, being that we're live, if I had that wrong. But you are coming back.
Be good content.
It would be good
Yeah.
content, right?
That's all we
Yep.
care about.
That's all we care about. Why? Let me ask you this. Why are you coming back? Why did you want to do this again?
Well, I mean, you said everything already. For the value, it seems high initially, but once you factor in the scanner rental, the ticket, the concessions, everything, the intangibles, the swag. I left with a die cast Fireball, which, big shock with that. Everything that was included, and you got to sit in a suite for the Bristol night race, which was one of the biggest bucket list items of my life. So ultimate fan experience, plus being able to see the Bristol night race, meet the personalities. No other sport can you go up and be so approachable to, the superstars of the sport itself. So it was a no-brainer when I saw the email come from you for Vegas. Right away, right to it, and bought that ticket. And Vegas always puts on a good race. I've never been out there before, so it checks a lot of boxes all at once. And it's going to be I can't imagine it's going to be any less awesome than it was in Bristol.
Now tell everybody where you live.
I live in Connecticut.
So you, a Connecticut guy, went to Bristol. That's not a short trip. I'm assuming you flew in.
I drove there and I drove home. I literally stopped for the night in Bristol to watch the race.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
That's insane. All right. So how will you're not driving to Vegas. You're not driving to Vegas.
Not driving to Vegas. I'll be flying for that one. I'm actually in the hunt for flights right now because Connecticut to Vegas isn't a very high demand nonstop ticket. So probably jump out of Newark will be the best bet.
Oh, so you would drive to Newark and then fly? No, you would fly. You would connect in Newark.
No, I'm gonna drive to Newark to fly direct.
How long is that drive? Just
Mike's
to
not
Newark?
from the Northeast. He doesn't understand
Yeah,
everything.
I don't know how that works.
If I had to guess, probably gonna take about 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay.
Get down there.
It's not terrible. Still crazy. Still crazy. All right. So you're going to come to Vegas. I listen, Matt, I appreciate it. I everybody that spends money to do our events, whatever it is, whether it's, our live show in Nashville, just Dale and I did not assume anybody would come to our live event in Nashville, our live show. And yet it was packed to the rim. They shut the doors. They locked the doors. I don't think they locked it. That would probably be like a hostage situation. But they wouldn't let me in when I arrived, and I'm like, I kind of need to get in. But we never take that for granted. And so when we go live with a sale like this and with the Ultimate Experience, I'm so grateful for anybody that spends even a dime on something like this. And then I immediately go to, I'm going to make sure it's the experience of a lifetime. And Matt, you were one of the first ones to jump right back in. You're coming to Vegas. I can't wait to see you, dude. Do you have any expectations? Because I need to know so I can make sure I meet them.
That's a tough question. I expect to have the same experience I had at Bristol. You know, the food never ended. You were 1,000% correct. The drinks never ended. I heard on the DVC Christmas episode that Brett's threatening to be there the entire time. So that's going to be an experience all in itself. No, I have no expectation other than to, you know, I don't know what the weather's like out there. I assume it's going to be warm or hot. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what's in store. I can't wait to watch another race from a suite. You know, the comfort is nice, not being baking in the sun and dying like I did every year at New Hampshire in the stands. So, no expectation. I know it's just going to be one heck of a time.
Listen, let's just all agree right now. If Brett's going to stay the whole time, he's buying a dang ticket.
Yeah.
And he ain't get a free seat.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't get. He got to get invited or buy a ticket. I'm not. We're not playing that. This is not a thing. I mean, Matt, if you spent the money, you don't want anybody in there that got in for free, right?
No, I mean, honestly,
All right, you're going to be too nice. I know how this is going to work.
if I did or if I didn't, you know, I am thankful and to be in my life where I'm at, where I can afford the ticket. But, you know, if someone else, you know, if it was a charity case, like a Make-A-Wish or something, I wouldn't have any ill will against someone like that. So I want to connect with more race fans and just have a great time watching racing.
So you're saying Brett's a charity case?
Yeah.
I think he is.
All right, we can go with that. Listen, Matt, you had a fascinating story, and I want you to tell it. And I don't even know if you guys are aware of this. When I met Matt at Bristol, Matt, you tell the story.
Yeah, all right. So I got hooked up with New Hampshire Speedway to be on the fire rescue crew, and this past race, I was down on pit road. I believe it was on Saturday, and I saw Dale come out on the pit road. It was super early. He was just, you know, doing his live thing, you know, doing his videos probably for Twitter or whatever. And I approached him and just said, "Hey, can I just say hey?" And he did his thing, and you know, I expected him to walk away, which I wouldn't have been upset about. But he came back over, engaged with a couple of us. We talked a little bit of racing. He was excited about going down for the late model stock race at North Wilkesboro. So talked about that for a little bit. And as I was walking away with my couch racer hat on, of course, he said, "Hey, let me take a picture and send it to Mike. He gets excited about these people going to the ultimate fan experience." So he took the picture and sent it to Mike. And, you know, I'm not going to ask Dale, you know, like, "Hey, send me that. Let me just have your number, Dale Jr." So
Dale took it with his phone, right? He did a selfie with his own phone.
Because we're not allowed to have our phones down on pit road. So when I got to Bristol, I asked Mike, I said, "Hey, this might be kind of crazy, but do you have that picture that Dale sent you of some random guy from New Hampshire?" And he said, "You know what?" Scrolled back through about 3 million texts, and there it was. So
Wow.
he sent it to me, and the most gracious thing Mike said was keep in touch. So he didn't have to look for the picture. He didn't have to send it to me. But now I have that photo memory of being down on pit road with Dale Jr., who was gracious enough to even spend his time. You know, I know he had work to do. So awesome to meet him. Awesome to get that back, you know, in a roundabout way. And yeah, if that's not enough for someone to want to experience Dirty Mo Live or Ultimate Fan Experience, I don't know what is.
I thought this was so interesting because never have we had a situation where a fan got a picture with Dale Jr., but they didn't have access to the picture, right? Because it was taken on Dale's phone. Dale took the picture of the fan, and he sent it to me, and I never even connected that. And then when we're in Bristol, like Matt said, and I'm going around and I'm meeting everybody. I think this is right when I met you, Matt. Like this is like we were just early in the conversation, and you said, "Hey," again, I'm going to be honest with you. When people go, "Hey, did Dale send you something, or did Dale give you this?" I mean, like there's a 99.9% chance I won't even remember it. I'm saying there's a better chance that it happened. I'm not saying that, but I just won't remember it, right? Or I won't know because, you just get it a lot. And he goes, I had my picture taken and Dale sent it to you. Did you get it? And I'm thinking, I hadn't connected it yet. And then it's like, wait a second. Oh, you're the guy that Dale said, hey, he's coming to the Ultimate Experience in Bristol, coming up. It was like a few months away, right? Like when was the New Hampshire race? What the race you were at? July. And so this thing was what, September?
Yeah.
The Bristol race?
Yep.
Yeah, so several months. And then I did remember it. And so I'm like, he texted it to me right then. Dale texted it to me on pit road from New Hampshire. So I'm thinking to myself, somewhere back through 3 million texts from Dale sent in the last couple months, I got to have that picture, right? And so right there, Matt, he was patient. I started scrolling. He's right. We're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And we got back to July, and there it was. And so I said, Matt, here's your picture. You were so grateful about that, and I appreciated that as well because I'd never realized that this is one of those rare situations where a fan got a picture of Dale Jr. and didn't have access to the picture.
Yeah, that's funny.
And by the way, you could have asked Dale to send it to you. You should have said that.
No. That's not me. That's not who I am.
He would have done it though. He totally
would have done
totally
it.
would've done it.
He would have
became
done
a cult story up here.
Yeah.
I also I work around Stafford Speedway, and the people there said, "Hey, I bet none of you have your picture on Dale Jr.'s phone." There's a hint. You don't have
That's
pictures
good.
of you, so it's become kind of a funny story amongst some of the friends up here.
That's a good story, so much so that I don't know that I would have told them that you now have the picture. Like, just let them keep thinking that it's on Dale's phone and that's where it stays. But, I don't see you as a guy that can kind of lie to people. I think you probably tell them the truth.
No, yeah, 100% truth. That, I was just lucky enough to be, right place, right time, and got to, get those 5 minutes and talk a little race, and it was really cool. I've been a fan of his. Was not the biggest fan of his father. I was more of a Bill Elliott fan, but it was cool just to spend those time and have a little time to connect. Couldn't have been more gracious.
Well, listen, man, I can't wait to see you in March. Thank you. Really, thank you. But also, this will be something you'll never regret, and I'm going to make sure of it, right? And I'm going to make sure that anybody else that is in that suite with you in Las Vegas, March 5th, Pennzoil 400, NASCAR Cup Series race, I'm going to make sure that that's an experience that they never forget either. And that's my mission, and I'm going to live up to it. So you can count on it, buddy.
Yeah, I can't thank you enough. There's some other things that you did for me that I'm also still very ever grateful for. So
I did.
Every year that I'm able to hopefully make at least one live experience, each year that you do it.
I did something else. What else did I do? I gotta know.
I asked you for the stickers to put on my helmet, and you came through with that. But
Oh yeah, that's right.
And the first time that it got kind of messed up where I didn't get the stickers, but you sent me a signed bottle of High Rock.
Oh, that's right. We mistaken. He asked for stickers. I sent the stickers to somebody else who I promised vodka to, and I sent him vodka, and he was like, "Thanks." Dang man, just thanks. And I was like, wow, that's a big reaction for somebody that was just getting a decal or a sticker. And he said, "Thanks for the vodka." I'm like, Matt, I hate to tell you this. You weren't supposed to get the vodka. Keep it.
Enjoy.
And now we'll send the stickers.
How about I bring it to the Ultimate Experience and give it away to someone?
No.
You should drink it. It's really good.
We'll have plenty of vodka.
Not that I would know.
We'll have vodka at the Ultimate Experience. You enjoy that. So you haven't drank any vodka, is what you're saying. It's still there.
I had the High Rock before I got that bottle, but being that bottle's signed, that's in the display, so that's not ever getting uncapped.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
I like it.
Smart.
Brother, get back to work. Get back to whatever you're doing. We just interrupted your day. I just wanted to get you on here to tell everybody so they could hear from somebody that's going to Vegas, and also hopefully kind of give them things to consider. And maybe if they're interested, they're curious, maybe listen to Matt's story, and maybe that'll put you over the edge to come join join us in Vegas and watch a race with us. So thank you, Matt.
Yes, Mike. Thank you guys. Alex, Jason, it was great to meet you guys in Bristol also.
likewise.
Hope to see you guys in the future. Take care, Mike. Take care, guys.
See you.
Yeah.
So thank you, Matt. And then, everybody go to dirtymomedia.com right now and check out the package. It's all right there. And I hope to see you there. It's going to be fun.
And of all like race locations to go to, like we went to Vegas, Alex and I, for the first time last year. And I've been to a ton of races, a ton of tracks. But of all the ones to go to, like Vegas, being able to do the Vegas thing and the racetrack in the same weekend, like of all tracks, like you don't get to do that in Bristol or Martinsville or Charlotte, but Vegas is Vegas.
It's not that far from the Strip either, which
Yeah.
I thought was surprising to me.
I would even put it above Daytona. Before we had the ultimate experience last year, I would say Daytona is the ultimate race because it's got the beach, it's got the, there's a bit of a nightlife scene.
Yeah.
They certainly have increased that.
Yeah.
Just with those shops across the street and everything. It's legit, right? It's not as good as Vegas.
Yeah.
It's
Vegas
just
got
not.
it.
No.
It's not because Vegas, man, it's just there's nowhere else like it.
At the Christmas party on Saturday night, you made us some promises for this trip to Vegas. Do you remember those?
No.
Oh, okay, good. We really can say anything we want here.
Now I got
Do
free
you
range.
remember those? Because
course.
everything else about the night you say you forgot.
This was early in the night, so I made sure to jot these down in the memory.
What did I
for it.
promise? I don't remember.
So I think last time we flew in on Saturday and then had like 6 hours to do our Vegas thing and then go to sleep and do the suite experience in the morning. You said we're going to have at least 3 days out there this time.
Do I have backup that says that I said 3 days? I mean, I
Dustin
know
remembers.
I know I said Dustin's looking at you like, no, I know. I said that we wouldn't fly you out the day of, which is basically what we did. I'm
Sounds
still
like-
mad at both of you guys. And you
Which
know
part?
why.
Here we go.
Yeah. I gave you money of my own. I gave you my own money to go gamble with for content. You didn't produce the content of gambling. You kept my money.
All right.
You didn't gamble a dime of it. You kept it.
First of all, if you want a recap of this Vegas trip,
Dustin, I went to the ATM because I don't ever carry cash. I went to the ATM. That's a note for anybody that wants to jump me. If you try to
Yeah.
get my wallet, you ain't going to get anything because I don't carry cash. But I go to the ATM. I pay an outrageous ATM transaction fee. Outrageous, I'd say. And I give them money, and they didn't gamble a dime of it. And I said, if you win, you get to keep all your winnings. You get to keep your winnings. And they didn't do anything with it. They just kept it.
Alex, go ahead.
Did you gamble at all?
No.
Oh my goodness.
We didn't have a lot of
hold
time.
on. Yeah, you need
What?
some redemption when you go back to
Yeah, yeah.
Vegas.
I would
But
like
this
to
time,
actually gamble when we're there, but
I don't want redemption. I want my money back.
I'll win it for you.
win the
next
money
time.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mike
with
will go put it
interest,
all
with
on
interest.
blast.
Yeah.
There is interest.
Wait, Alex, why didn't we gamble?
Didn't have enough time.
We had to do a lot of other things.
Yeah.
Like what?
Shotgun a beer,
Yeah.
top of the stratosphere.
Had a-
Oh, that's right. We did content where there was kind of like a checklist of things people said for y'all to do while in
Yeah.
Vegas. So those need to be, leveled up.
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah.
I think get a stripper.
Well, what else you promised on Saturday night at the party was Taylor Moyer agreed to take us out to visit some places in Vegas. You promised him something else in exchange for this, but he was down.
I think I promised him that I'd let him do a podcast
About cows.
about cows and farm life.
Yep.
And that's all it took, by the way.
Yeah.
He said, all right, I'm
Yeah.
in. I'll take them wherever they want to take.
Well, I'm telling you, this time, Jason, he came down in this all black, like nice button-down shirt. I told him this time I'm dressed in an old Vegas suit and tie, and a
Yeah.
hat, and I'm like, we're gonna go gambling, we're gonna go down the strip,
Okay.
just like that.
It was our first time in Vegas the night before.
Jason
we
made
left.
sure he
I
was
called
looking good.
Freddie. I was like, "What do you wear when you go out in Vegas?" And he was like, "It's kind of like whatever." So I bought a shirt because I was like, "I don't really have a nice shirt to wear out."
Oh, you
But
bought a shirt?
I
for
could have.
Vegas.
Looking back, I could have just pulled anything because it didn't
Yeah.
really matter. But
Yeah.
Freddie was like, "Well, yeah, people kind of dress kind of nice out. Like we may just be wearing t-shirts, but you can wear whatever." I was like, "All right."
That's true.
Will we let
You look
Freddie
good.
take us out again?
Yeah, I would let Freddie take us out.
Drew
Yeah.
Herring can join as
Yeah, as
well.
long as
You remember
there.
Brett went to like a Katy Perry
Yeah.
concert. He talked to this big game about all the things he was going to do if I sent you guys out there, and he totally bailed.
Yep.
Again,
Yeah.
a Brett move, man.
Yeah.
A Brett move. But that was fine. It was a good time. I don't know about Thursday. I don't know about 3 days.
Well, I
before
think
the
we
race.
we
I
fly
think
out
maybe
Thursday,
Friday.
Thursday night, Friday night.
We got to go to a
Saturday
pool
night.
party during the day. We got to do all that stuff. You got to
Need a
get the
whole
Vegas
gambling,
experience. Yeah.
Okay. Tiff, do you have any suggestions for these cats? I mean, you're the head of content. I think it's ultimately your decision on what we do and when we send them out there.
That's a great point. I'm gonna have to think of some things. It's been a while. I've had plenty of experiences in Vegas, but
Should we
it's
jump
been
off
a
a
while.
building?
Sure, you
Tiff
can
has
jump off
jumped off the stratosphere.
That's nuts.
Tiff has jumped off the stratosphere and said it was boring.
We need that
my
video.
gosh.
You
Yeah.
didn't free fall for long enough. I was so disappointed. I've skydived, and so going from skydiving to jumping off the stratosphere, which there's a little bit of a difference to take us on a tangent. So skydiving, it's hard to feel how high you are because you're jumping out of an airplane. So while you're falling towards the earth, it doesn't look like it's coming at you as fast as if you're jumping off of a building where you can clearly see where the ground is. But there was like no free fall hardly on that stratosphere jump. So I was disappointed.
We're going to take your word for it. You know why? Because I ain't doing neither. I ain't doing either. But I've always been impressed by Tiff for the fact that she just jumps off the stratosphere and doesn't think anything of it.
It's
like
wild.
It's like boring, no big deal. That's Tiff, man. That's why she's the head of content, right? She'll do that stuff. So, okay, Tiff, you and I got to talk about what the content plan for Vegas is.
Definitely.
I want to.
We clearly can't trust them to be on their own because they don't even gamble when they go to Vegas. So we're going to have to come up
Well,
with
that's
a list.
responsible.
Yeah, Jason saved his money to buy a shirt.
Yeah, there's where Mike's money went, to Jason's shirt.
with his shirt.
Yeah.
Where did you buy it from?
Somewhere.
The hotel lobby.
I bought it before Vegas.
Target.
Yeah, that's my.
It's all
style.
right.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Sorry, I
Boy,
messed
you're
up
still
again.
hungover from that Christmas party.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Oh, I was gonna say we're responsible for not gambling. Like we don't want to waste our money. Or
It
your
wasn't
money.
your
We did go to
money.
the sports-
Mike's
We did
money.
go to the sports book. I just didn't.
Listen, the new part of the
Oh, I
story
do
is the
remember
shirt.
that.
I didn't know he bought a shirt. I think that probably explains at least his half of it. I'm now really curious of where he bought the shirt.
Our most popular video from that weekend was us going in and out and saying it's overrated, and people were angry. There
Were
was a
you
mob.
hot? Were you hot taking it, or did you really feel like it was overrated?
Well, he was calling it overrated as I was absolutely devouring the burger.
Yeah.
In the background.
We were just hungry at that point.
It's
in the first
amazing,
place.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an idea. Let's not. Don't let them eat for a solid day.
Yeah.
and then
Just drink.
that's it. Look, they can't eat unless they win
Oh, yeah.
money, in which then they can then use to buy food. Right?
So we can gamble with a company credit card. You're saying?
No.
No, you start with, like,
you've got to be able to
$10.
feel the pressure, and that would do it. Hunger.
You got to start with like $100 and you've got to like or $10 and you have to like make enough that you can actually survive. So if you lose it, you're like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
a
man.
survival.
Yeah.
It's a survival game.
I feel like-
Definitely survival because the drinks are free while you're gambling. So
That's a
you're
good
really
point.
Oh my
going to
God.
need food.
Gotta have
Yeah,
a
you
body
gotta-
cam on Jason after that.
Practice up on that street act. There's, if you run out of money, you
Yeah,
just get down
yeah.
the streets and
Maybe this is
perform.
something we can continue to discuss in future Dirty Mo Lives. Tiff, I really want to kind of give the floor to you in the chat. If there's anything that you've noted, I mean, we haven't really gone to the chat. If anybody has questions about Ultimate Experience, if anybody has comments that you've noticed about Matt or anything about what they should be doing in Vegas, the floor is yours, and we'll close this out whenever you're ready.
Yeah, so we had a lot of requests on places to have the ultimate experience and questions about, is this the only ultimate experience? Which, no, it is not the only ultimate experience. But, Mike, I don't know that we've determined everywhere that it's going.
Yeah, that's a great question. We're still trying to determine what the other stops are. I feel like 3, maybe 4 is the limit for the ultimate experience. We're going to have other live events and stuff throughout the year, but in terms of the ultimate experience, I like the number 3, Fernhardt.
That's why.
But we're still going to determine that. And you were saying that the suggestions were
We got some suggestions. I'm going to read through them real quick. So Sonoma, North Wilkesboro, scrolling, Indy.
If we bring our own suite to North Wilkesboro, because I don't know if they have any suites there.
No, we
can-
confirmed, I thought, on the download. Didn't you talk to Marcus? And he does have suites at Wilkesboro.
I don't remember.
I feel like that was a
I
thing.
know we
that there were
discussed it.
going to be some suites there.
I believe he.
They're
yeah.
probably already
Yeah.
sold
I
out.
believe he did say that. Yeah.
Okay.
We also talked about
they're
the
already sold
camper idea on the download.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
thinking.
right.
I know a lot of people were talking about Wilkesboro, but man, it felt more like a different experience, but it's still ultimate. Nobody says ultimate experience has to be in a luxury suite. It could be, in an infield.
Party bus and Talladega infield.
Yeah, it'd be a lot different ticket price too, which I think would be pretty good, right? So that's an idea. So you're saying Indy, Wilkesboro.
Indy, Wilkesboro, Sonoma, Martinsville, Dover.
Martinsville's a strong possibility. Dover's a strong possibility. I'm just not sure a lot of people would be flocking to Dover.
See, I would see a lot of comments about Dover. I'm surprised to see it, but there seems to be some interest for Dover.
Listen, if the demand for Dover, let's talk about this for a second. If the demand was Dover, we would absolutely do Dover. And it would make sense because one is, that hits the Philly and the New York market, and the DC and the Baltimore market. So people really can come to that. If there's people in this chat right now that are from that area, that region, I think that would be interesting. Also, Dover does a lot with us, especially with the Door Bumper Clear. They love Door Bumper Clear doing a pre-race show. I think they were up on stage for
on the front stretch at Dover with the sound piping through the whole entire garage.
right,
and
which is
racetrack.
beautiful because they're talking shit to everybody, all these drivers, and it's just being put on blast in the whole speedway. And yet Dover came back and asked for more. So
Nice.
but that being said, Dover would be a strong possibility.
Sonoma sounds cool.
Agreed.
Wow, now that's an idea. Just get
We
the
can drink
wine.
some wine.
Wine country.
Yeah.
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 That'd be really cool.
I always said every time I'd go to Sonoma, I've been a bunch, of course, over the years, and I always just say, man, my wife would love it out here. It's beautiful. It's people that think racing and think racetracks, just until they've been to Sonoma, they can't process how beautiful that whole area is, right? Because they just think about Talladega Infield or whatever, and it's fantastic.
A road course might be cool too. Switch it up.
What's that?
A road course might be cool too. Switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. We are talking. I'll leave it at this. We are talking to a road course about it.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that. So, all right, Tiff, what else?
Well, we also had a question, is there beer in the suite? And that's a definite yes. There's
Unlimited.
plenty of beer in the suite.
Unlimited. Now, I remember at Bristol, we did have one person that got kind of choosy on the brand of beer. And not that there weren't a lot of options, but like this person's particular preference was not available, and so we went and found it and made it available. I mean, you talk about, and I wasn't sure that we were going to be able to, but our friends at Spot On made it happen. Spot On Activation. So, yeah, beer's there, man.
There was some discussion about dress code in the suite, a little bit of an argument back and forth on whether there was a dress code for our suite or not.
Probably wear a shirt.
Yeah, Jason will take you to buy a shirt.
Come clothed, please.
Yeah, that's
You
all
don't
we
have-
asked.
You don't come with your own shirt. You go to Target with
I mean,
Jason.
we're requesting that they come clothed, but I don't know that it's even a mandatory thing. It's just it's a request, right? If they came unclothed, what would that do? Would we kick them out? I don't think so.
No, that'd be great content,
Is
I
that
assume.
an invitation?
I mean, come naked. I don't care.
You pay the tickets.
Here's what I'll promise.
You need to get past the gate guard.
Yeah, I won't kick you out. That's what I'll promise. I won't kick you out.
We'll make Alex do it.
Somebody else might kick you out, but it won't be me. It won't be Dirty Mo Media.
Everybody just come dressed as Mike.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I feel like Mike dress is pretty normal.
It
so
is-
that-
yeah,
pretty
it doesn't
true.
feel like a compliment. I
Yeah,
don't know.
no,
It
that
doesn't
is
feel
a
like a
Didn't
compliment.
sound like a compliment.
It did sound like a compliment, did it? No. All right, but that's a good point. There is no dress code. Nobody's ever thought to ask about a dress code, frankly.
Is there a minimum age? Somebody asked if you have to be 21.
There is a minimum age because of the alcohol.
Yep.
That's right. There is. Unfortunately, but you know what? I'm glad that somebody brought that up because, we're a family-friendly content platform here, and
Especially DVC.
we definitely need to find ultimate experiences that the whole family can come to, and that's something we'll need to work on this year. But that's a good point. I don't even know what I think the minimum age depends on the track, maybe, or the state. I just know that there is one. I feel like it's 16. At least at Bristol it was. So I don't. We need to find that out, and we
Yeah,
need to find
great
that out and put it
question.
on our website and make sure. Yeah, there needs to be a FAQ on this. So thank you everybody in the chat. You're helping us come up with an FAQ right now that we should put on there and address those things.
That is helpful.
Yeah.
That was the main ultimate experience. Somebody agreed In-N-Out is overrated. As
All
a
right.
Californian, I also
The first
agree
time I
that
had
it's
it,
overrated.
I was like, it was good. And then when we had it in Vegas, we were hungry. But I was like, you know what? This is kind of mid. Not a fan.
I'm going to tell you something. I felt the same way the first time I had In-N-Out Burger, but the second and third and fourth time, like, it keeps getting better for me. It keeps getting better. Like, I learned to appreciate it more after I had already had it. And I don't know why. It's weird.
We should probably try some other food in Vegas. I feel like there's a lot of other options out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Didn't we go to a restaurant or something afterwards?
Oh, yeah. Sunday night we went to
The three of us
Yeah.
did.
Paris.
We went to Paris. We had a little bit of time before our flight, and so we were starving.
Yeah. You were like, I know this buffet. And then I was really hoping to
And
be
the
a buffet.
it was
I know.
Paris had an amazing,
Yeah.
amazing buffet for years and years and years, and they had just closed it
Yeah.
because of COVID.
I was excited if it was open. That'd been cool.
Or
Yeah.
they didn't close it. It had closed because of COVID, and then
They
they
redid
just
it.
never
opened it.
brought it back. That's what happened. Yeah. Oh, devastating.
We'll find a buffet.
We had
this
drunk
time.
pizza, and then we went to the restaurant.
Yeah, we were hungry by that point.
Yeah, Tiff, these fools, we're in line, and it was like a 30-minute wait to get into this restaurant, and they couldn't wait. They got pizza, brought it back to the line to go into another restaurant.
And Mike was at the front, so it was perfect
Yeah,
timing.
good timing.
I mean, God, you just
Wow.
can't take them anywhere.
We said get ready for our red-eye flight.
Right.
Wasn't DVC fun the next day?
DVC was fun the next day.
Oh, yeah, that's what we had. Well, things that we'll have to reconsider. You won't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tiff, anything else you got?
Let me scroll real quick.
Yeah, take your time. Scroll. I just want to I always feel after we do a Dirty Mo Live that I didn't give our chatters enough time to ask questions or make comments or do whatever. So I want to make sure we do that.
They asked if we're serving breakfast since it's at 9 a.m., but I believe there's a buffet probably starting when the suites open.
What's at 9 a.m.? I don't understand.
Well, Vegas, the
The
race,
suite.
yeah, the race starts at like 12 or something.
Yeah.
So the suite opens pretty
Suite
early.
opens early.
Is that right?
Yeah. Remember we got there last year, it was like people were already there because it was like, 9 or something, and the race starts at like noon.
I don't remember you're right. Now it's coming back to me. So are we serving breakfast? Sure.
Remember the breakfast
Sure.
we had in the car on the way to the track?
That was good.
It was good breakfast.
That
It was
was
like
really good
$60, but it was great breakfast.
What was it from?
Just the hotel restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went down there very
Burrito.
hungover still, and then picked up food for us and met you. You were in the lobby already waiting for us. I'm like, sorry, we need some food right
And
now.
you didn't bring me any, did you?
I should have asked.
You should have asked.
I know I should have.
You didn't ask. As you're sitting there all toasty in your new Sherpa.
Sherpa.
He's
Blanket.
falling asleep. His voice is getting all raspy.
We're losing him. Oh my goodness! These guys just, you know what? I give, Tiff, and they just don't ever return the favor.
We're gonna stay at the Cosmo again, right? Too?
Yeah, we have free champagne there.
Yeah, we had free champagne when we first showed up because we were VIPs.
Oh my God! You
that was the
did.
best.
You had
that was
free
great,
champagne.
great
I
champagne.
wish you could have seen this, Tiff. This was so funny. We were checking in. We were VIPs at this place. It was the Cosmo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Cosmo's a good one.
And they go, "Do y'all want champagne?" And I'm like, "No, we don't want champagne." And Jason and Alec are like,
yeah, we
yes.
do.
Champagne.
"I'd like some champagne."
Mike's like, do some content. I'm like, we're gonna get champagne. Great content.
Good grief! All right. What else? Anything?
I did confirm that on our website the suite opens at 9 a.m., so
Okay.
they were correct.
I can't promise that they're going to be serving breakfast in the suite. I can promise that if they are interested, we'll bring it. We'll bring it.
Just
I'm-
text.
I feel like
tweet me your
every
order, I'll
time
get from the
we've
hotel.
done a suite, they have food
Okay.
pretty much the whole time.
That's
So
that's
I
a great point.
feel pretty confident
Yeah.
that there will be
We'll
plenty
find
of
it.
options.
Right.
Breakfast, beers, and fireballs.
Just
as
go
Sean
ahead and put what what you want to order in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get
We'll
it.
pick it up on the way.
Yeah. That's funny.
John Matthews said that if you wanted to fly him out to Vegas, he'll be perfectly happy to gamble with your money for you and do it decked out in Dirty Mo gear.
Noted. All right. We'll let you know. We'll get back to you.
We'll see if these guys actually take him up on it this year.
We'll go on the high rollers.
They get one more chance. You should probably not go to the high rollers room.
I'll bring our Freddie and Brett. We'll bring them too.
Are you guys experienced at gambling at all?
I played blackjack a little bit, or I have in the past.
In a casino.
Yeah. In
Okay.
Arizona, Minnesota, all over.
I mean, like, do you know what you have to be to get to the high rollers room?
My problem is I never gambled before. That's why
Yeah.
we ended up not doing it.
I didn't want to teach them.
Okay, so like, but you know that there's things you can gamble on anything.
Yeah.
You can
You
go
can
to the
slots.
sports book and
We should
gamble.
do the sports one because
Well,
I'll just bet on the
sportsbook, I'm
Celtics to win.
Very
and
experienced
it'd be easy.
sportsbook gambler. so
Okay,
yeah.
we can do that.
I remember a couple years ago when my wife and I were in Vegas. We were in Vegas for another reason, but the race was that weekend, and so we put money in on the race, and we didn't win. But she was upset that it didn't pay out for top fives, and I'm like, top fives only matter in racing statistics. The sportsbook don't care who finishes the top five; it's just a winner.
Yeah.
She's like, but I think we put money on Biffle. So this is more than a couple years ago. We put money on Biffle.
Back
'cause-
in 02, we went to Vegas and put money on Biffle.
right. It was we put money on Biffle because he, I had this inside information. He's on a rail, man. He won every practice. I'm gonna snooker him. I got it. It's Biff. Biff finished fifth, and she's like, "Well, I want my top five money," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, you don't get top five money. That's not how this works." Oh well,
That's funny.
maybe we do that. All right.
Some people wanted us to give away one of the blankets, which obviously we're not prepared to do because we're never prepared for giveaways if people have been here for more than one live. But that's an idea for a future.
Hold up.
For a future
Hold up.
live.
Wait a second. I'm working this out in my head right now.
This should turn out well.
Who are you going to steal a blanket from?
That's right. Who did I get a blanket for that I don't mind taking it back and using that as a giveaway?
If you want to pay me $1,000 for the blanket, I will gladly ship it to your house.
That's a great point.
That's so screwed up, Alex.
Merry
I just gave you the
Merry
thing, man.
Christmas.
God, they do it right in front of me. They don't even care.
All right, everybody. Alex's telephone number is. I'm kidding.
Give away Dale's blanket. Win Dale's blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah. R.I.P. Alex's blanket, says Evan.
Well, I mean, like I said, I haven't given Dale his blanket yet. Maybe we just give away his.
Give away-
Yes, for
Dale's.
everyone wondering in the chat, these were Christmas gifts from Mike Davis, but it seems like you guys really like them, so they might be available soon.
They might.
purchase.
They might.
Yeah.
But do we want to give away a blanket? I mean, listen.
High pressure.
There's two decisions to make right now. One is whose blanket would I give away, and the second thing is how do you win a blanket. So, and that's another thing that
That's a
we've
great
done
point.
in past Dirty Mo lives. We didn't really work it out before we went live. So, I would say those two hurdles might be enough to just hold that down for now. But let's say this: the blankets seem to be a hot item. Maybe we give away a blanket next Dirty Mo live, which would probably be next week, right?
Yeah, we can
Well,
figure
if
that
we
out.
even do it
Maybe.
next week.
Yeah,
Right.
everyone's out of the office, I
Everyone's
feel
out
like,
of the-
for PTO
right.
next week. But
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's a good idea. Whoever suggested that, maybe
Yeah.
that's what we do. But these things are not retail. These are straight. I knitted that thing.
Don't believe that.
Dude, that's hand sewn.
I watched them.
Yeah. Man, my hands are bleeding. I mean, it's amazing work I put into those blankets. The craftsmanship is amazing. All right. Tiff,
we had some questions about the Christmas party.
let's hear it.
Nothing
comment.
super specific. Yeah, maybe we should let Jason give us his Christmas party recap. But just if we have one, I think they were tuning in late, maybe to the Christmas party conversation. There was something back on the Christmas party section as well.
Did you buy a shirt for that?
No, I just wore a flannel. It was Kelly's instructions were casual or decorative or
You say that as
festive.
if you can't go buy a flannel.
No, I have flannels.
Okay, you have flannels.
We'll
All right.
yeah, we're
Sorry to
good on
interrupt,
those.
Tiff. I
Yeah.
just was curious.
And then we had a couple people comment on Saeed's afterwards, Jason's journey there.
Yeah, we got there in an Uber.
Well,
Saeed-
that was smart and safe
Yeah.
of you.
Thank you.
To me, Saeed's is known as a big karaoke bar.
Yeah.
Was there any karaoke?
Well, there was
going on?
plenty of karaoke, but there were so many people signed up. We didn't get a chance to sign up. We signed up, but we just left before. We got
What
a
would you
call.
would have sung?
You gotta slip,
Well,
you gotta
I
slip
was-
the guy some money next time, Jason.
Well, it was a machine, which was interesting. It was just like you type it in, which I thought was a very organized system. So I wanted to sing Cole Swindell because he was on the download last year. He's my favorite country artist. Got some great songs out right now. saw him a few weeks ago or a month ago. I was going to sing one of his songs. We type in his name, and there's only like 2 songs, and they're from like 10 years ago. I'm like,
No Heads,
No.
Carolina.
no, that's the one I wanted.
That's the one you wanted?
Great song.
My girls love it.
Yeah.
Great song.
I'd pay money to see you sing karaoke.
Yeah. We should go back.
Now's the time.
But it's got to be after a variety of drinks. And then, so I did type in Wagon Wheel by Darius Rucker because
Classic,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
Can we just get one verse from either song?
He don't
Jason?
know the lyrics.
Come
Ain't
on.
no
I
way.
need alcohol first. But there's some other members of JRM that were singing karaoke.
Oh, really?
Mhm. And so it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Bet I
Saeed's
can- bet I
big
can guess
karaoke
one.
place.
What?
But I can guess one.
Probably.
So were people commenting in the chat that they've been there, or they're asking about Saeed's?
One that lived in Cornelius said she has not been there yet,
Wow.
but she has heard about it. Familiar with Big Al's, though. So.
Yeah, all the DBC bars. Because on DBC this week, too, Freddie had mentioned that him and Tyler, after the 2311 Christmas party, which was at the same place, they went to Saeed's afterwards and had a nice time.
Nice.
Shocker to see Freddie go to the bar after the party.
Yeah. I've gone to Saeed's after a JRM Christmas party before. Yeah. I guess that's a tradition.
Yeah.
All right.
Mike Starr would like to know if Dirty Mo's hiring based on our conversation topics today.
Right.
I think he would like to go to Vegas or maybe to the Christmas party.
We are hiring.
We are. That's true.
We are hiring, but I don't think I want to hire through Dirty Mo
Based on
Live
that,
and
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. I don't think the timing is working out for us to talk about our
Yeah.
our job opportunities, career opportunities. We do have on Dirty Mo.
We have
I
a
don't-
careers page.
We do have a careers page. Not a great one, but we do have one, right?
You don't like it?
I like that you did one.
I'm
just like-
offended.
yeah, well, all right. I'm offended that you didn't pay my money from Vegas.
It's old. We don't talk about
A lot
old
of
times.
offense, right? But but we do have job opportunities. Tiff's hiring, man. I mean, Tiff, she's we're growing this thing.
That's true.
Yeah. So you'll need to get with Tiff.
Yeah.
That's all I could say.
But please don't add been to Vegas, professional gambler to your resume. These are not actually things that get
Yeah.
you hired here.
Unimpressed. Not the credentials we're looking for.
Yeah.
People should go listen to Next Level with Ken Squire. The first 2 chapters are out via podcast Next Level on all major
Glad you said
podcast
that.
platforms.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for getting that shout out in.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Andrew Curlin doing an amazing job with that.
Mm.
Listen, the Ken Squire interview is in itself. I've learned more in 2 episodes about Ken Squire than I've ever would have known. And hearing him in his element, in his home, talk about some of these things is just fantastic. So I encourage you to go listen to Next Level. This recent series is with Ken Squire. There'll be more. There won't just be Ken Squire. There'll be more, but that's a fantastic thing. Thank you for saying that. What else?
I think we've pretty much wrapped up on questions in the chat. One of our chatters are always really helpful about helping us do our own jobs. Offered for everyone to please throw the hit the like button for us on this live stream. So
Thank you.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, follow us, listen to our shows.
We'll be like all the.
Thank you for
I
reminding
love
the
how
social
they
media-
do that for us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we've got the social media guy on the couch wrapped up in a Sherpa throw, and he didn't even get that in.
Subscribe. We'll give away a free membership to listen to our podcast next year if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Free.
There you go. Wow, he's stepping out there. But good stuff. Well, listen, I think that should be about it, right?
Yep.
You ready to wrap this up? All right. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate you. Love you. Keep coming back here because we're going to continue doing content and stuff all throughout this off season. Didn't really take off season, but I will echo what I said at the beginning, and that is, boy, are we working on some stuff that we are going to announce very soon. So be looking for that. Also, Next Level, like he said, it's going to be coming out all throughout these holidays and into January. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, Dirty Mo Live, we'll do this again soon. So may even give away a blanket. No idea. No clue. Ultimate experience. That's what I'm closing on. DirtyMoMedia.com. Go buy your ticket. It's going to be gone in a matter of days, maybe even hours. So you just need to go ahead and do that. Jump in.
See you in Vegas.
That's right. See you in Vegas. Take care, everybody.